Hi everyone, Spider-Man 1991 here. Time to do my comics for the week. Okay, this would have been an entire DC Spectacular, but unfortunately this came out this week. Darkwing Duck number 6. Though I am not complaining, I am just a little disappointed that that this was very close to being an all DC comic week, but this is the only non-DC comic that I have. Okay, Darkwing Duck. We open up with Negaduck explaining his plan about how he's using the other dimensional doppelgangers of Darkwing Duck to take over to cause chaos in St. Canard, and how he's working with Magica. Meanwhile, Darkwing's trying to figure out who these guys are, what their different gimmick is, and all the citizens in St. Canard are starting to rally against him. So Darkwing decides to make a plan using Morgana and Launchpad. Using Launchpad to spread the word that he's going to figure out what the hell is going up with the water in St. Canard. So, and when Gosling asks if he needs Cosmodeck, he just tells her to stay in the crowd as one of Darkwing's important fans. The next day, Negaduck and Magica are watching TV, and Negaduck says that he has no idea what's going on with the water, but it'll actually make a perfect distraction for them. So basically, Darkwing shows up to explain what's going on, and Darkwing says he's trying to figure it out. He's like, he has no idea what's going on, so he says that he's taking a wild guess at the identity and just says Liquidator, which is probably what everyone's thinking. But then all of a sudden, Liquidator shows up and tells him that he's wrong, and that he was drawn into the water, but whatever is controlling it is the most powerful and dangerous thing that anyone's ever seen before, and tells everyone that their lives are a limited time offer. And Negaduck decides to release the Darkwings. And one of the most evil Darkwings is a talking bowling ball version of Darkwing. Oh, and Dark Warrior Duck. And again, awesome double spreadsheet with a bunch of Darkwing Ducks that you can see with a couple of notable illusions. And Launchpad activates the crime bots again, which apparently he added to their programming, and Gosling puts on the Gizmo Duck gear, and Darkwing decides to set off to save the day. Okay, now the only doppelganger that you can actually recognize from the show is Dark Warrior Duck, but here's the thing about this though. Dark Warrior Duck was actually an alternate timeline, but still it counts as a doppelganger, and Negaduck technically counts because he's a doppelganger as well. So again, Darkwing Duck, I like it. I like this series. It's fun. It's not as serious. It's more of jokes, but still, it's fun and entertaining. And definitely get it if you love the show. And yeah. Okay. Now for all my other DC comics. So just to get now it's time to get the poster boy out of the way. Batman: The Return #1. This is a one-shot. It's basically your catch-up. It's basically like your jumping-off point for Batman Incorporated, and does give some sort of allusion to what Oracle and Batgirl would be doing. And I like this cover, though. It feels nice. And it does give you a little taste of Grant Morrison's writing, since he's writing Batman Incorporated, and David Finch's art, since he's going to be drawing as well as writing Batman: The Dark Knight, which unfortunately comes out next December instead of November, which I'm ticked about. Anyways, we open up with a little preview monologue again about how the Bat showed up to Bruce Wayne and gave him this idea of a symbol. Alright, sorry. And then Batman and this issue does also answer the question about Batman and Robin, though, about why Bruce isn't working with Damian as Robin. So you do get a fun little moment here where Bruce does take Damian with him on a mission, but things don't go as well. So Damian, of course, is angry and gets ready to leave, but he tells Damian just to stay on with Dick as Batman, Robin, and Gotham while he deals with Batman Incorporated, and says that he needs a partner that's up to his skill. So he calls Selina. And we do get an illusion about who the villain behind Batman Incorporated could be, this sort of organization trying to raise the Leviathan. If you have no idea what Leviathan could be, just watch the season of Yu-Gi-Oh! That everyone hated. Okay? And also you get behind-the-scenes material of what's to come, of Batman the Return and everything. Still, the artwork is great in this. If you haven't read Batman, I'd get it just to give you kind of a jumping-off point for Batman Incorporated. But other than that, this early issue really isn't worth $5. So, you know. Alright, now for my only other Batman title, Batman 704. Now, the main Batman title will feature Dick Grayson, as well as Detective Comics, and Batman and Robin, and Batman Streets of Gotham. Okay, we get a call between two criminals with someone asking for directions. Meanwhile, Batman and Robin go after the Reaper, and they meet up with Catgirl, basically Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman's Robin. So all this issue does cover is just kind of give you a nice little starting off point. Tony Daniels back writing, and well, I don't know what to say except, well, it's just Dick Grayson. It's just kind of a setup. It's just setting things up with trying to give you what's to come with basically Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman and Catgirl, and Dick Grayson. He meets. Oh, I do like this scene though where Dick Grayson needs a suit, so he asks Alfred to send a bat drone, and the suit just falls out right out of the sky. And he's able to change midair. Sweet. And he meets a hero, and he's able to meet a hero from Japan known as the Peacock. I'm not making this up. That really is her name. Okay. And basically, her real identity was a Japanese businesswoman who wants to kind of buy up all the areas of Crime Alley, particularly the theater where Bruce saw the movie right before his parents were killed. And her little brother here is kidnapped by this clan or something that's trying to stop her. And it's revealed that the leader of the clan is Sensei. Alright, the Sensei is the father of Ra's al Ghul. Well, I don't know about yeah, I think from Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul it was revealed that Sensei is his father, and also he was head of the League of Assassins before Ra's took over. Batman 704, I'd say get it. It's not a bad jumping off point. I mean, it's not great, but not bad. I want to see where it goes. Alright, now then. Brightest Day number 13. Batman's on the cover. Wow, what a surprise. Alright, now then, this issue, even though Batman's on the cover, this issue features Deadman. And Deadman believes that the White Ring was waiting for Batman to show up. So he finds Batman and gives him and sends the White Ring to Batman, and the entity speaks through Batman and tells Boston Brand that he cannot simply just choose someone to be the new entity's host, in that he has to wait for it to happen. He can't. And meanwhile, Boston is seeing his life flash before his eyes about how he died again, and then he starts declaring that he wants a second chance, and then the ring brings him back to life again, and tells him that life cannot happen the way you want it to, and you have to wait for the chosen one to come to you. So Boston basically sighs relief, and then he kisses Dove. And apparently Batman is away in the distance and makes a call saying that we need to talk about Maxwell Lord. So maybe the White Ring has the power to somehow to break people of Maxwell Lord's mind control, so that way they'll all remember what colossal douchebag that Matt Lord is. Alright, Batman. Alright, Brightest Day number 14. I'd say it's pretty good, I guess. I mean, that whole Maxwell Lord thing about how he was able to erase everyone's head, it is a question about whether or not Bruce Wayne would remember or not, since technically he was lost through time, so, you know, kind of interesting that he finally remembered. Good. So if you want to know more about that, I'd recommend reading Justice League Generation Lost. Okay, moving right along. While we break away from all the Batman, let's move on to Superman. Now, our story has almost two themes here. This little boy is very excited to know that Superman is coming by his hometown. Meanwhile, Superman's walking through Chicago, and people are afraid of him after the fight in Danville. And they're all afraid because they're worried that he's like basically a loaded gun that's getting ready that could go off in any minute. And of course, Superman starts to doubt himself. Then he has a dream where he sees himself, where Metropolis is in ruins. There's some sort of three-headed snake demon thing. He tries to stop it, but then he wakes up and he's scratched and damaged. Meanwhile, the little boy is excited about seeing Superman here, and he's making a banner, and then his dad, and he says he believes Superman can do anything, and he believes that he can make his dad stop hitting him. It's pretty sad. And meanwhile, we get some parallelism here with Lois putting some makeup on Superman's bruises so people won't notice, and then William and this little boy, I believe his name is William, starts covering makeup on him, and then while Superman's walking through, getting close, our young hero here goes in and tries to stand up to his dad to make him stop hitting his mom, but unfortunately that makes his dad throw him down the basement. And of course, Superman's walking by. He's able to hear this, and so Superman hears it, looks in his X-ray vision, frees the kid, and basically beats the dad. And now Superman is at the police station getting everything straightened out, and he gives William his phone number, and asks him to call him every day so that he can be there for him to make sure he's safe. And the police officer says that it's a good thing Superman is here because they needed him to get to the bottom of it. But Superman just says, no, it didn't need me. It could have been anyone with a pair of eyes, a voice, or a phone, or someone with any compassion. So yeah. Okay. This is one of those good issues. Everyone's saying that Grounded is bad, but this is one of those issues that really makes you think about it, okay? That Superman did help someone, but he didn't need to help someone. It could have been anyone that could have helped it, but it was Superman. So, it's one of those stories that kind of takes a superhero and puts them in sort of an everyday setting where they solve the problem, but in the end, the hero admits that it could have been anyone without powers who could have figured it out. Okay? It could have been anyone. So, I liked this. It was good. I would recommend picking it up. I'm going to stop right here. Stay tuned for part 2.